All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol CTRM, Castor Maritime Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into this chart, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a new ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video. We have not talked about it at all to this point. I just found out about it. I've been researching it. The chart looks amazing and the financials are pretty strong, and it's being compared to some top dogs in the industry. Now, it's in the energy sector. Now, we've talked about a few in the past weeks, and yesterday we talked about CLNE, but today I have a new one you won't want to miss. So stay tuned for more information on it, and I look forward to seeing your guys' reaction and responses to this one if you've heard about it or it's your first time coming across it. So here we are with CTRM. Castor Maritime Inc. continues to push upwards, broke through resistance, and now is sitting at 121. So let's go ahead and look at our new resistance and support, the 50-day moving average, the highest point, and look at this a little bit broader if it goes ahead and gets close to the 50-day moving average or breaks through it, right? So the 50-day moving average here is currently 109, which is really close to one of the lowest points in the day reach. So if it breaks through 109, it's almost breaking through the second support level beyond this one, and it's going into bearish territory. So if it breaks through the 50-day moving average, your next support is not that far from it at 106. And if you want to go even downer and lower into bearish territory, 103. But right now, the most important point is our support level. See the behavior between support and the 50-day moving average and the 50-day moving average before worrying about anything in bearish territory. So we're currently at 121. If support gets broken through, that is 113, and we want to watch 113 and how it's acting between 113 support and the 50-day moving average, which is 109, and if the bulls are trying to reappear, or are the bulls losing traction and the bears are tearing this one down fairly fast. It's going to be very important. It's a very narrow stretch there to go ahead and pay close attention to how the stock is reacting if 113, the support, gets broken through. Now, the highest point reached in the day was up here at 131. If that gets crossed, the bulls can continue much further up in the momentum if they use it as support to break through new resistance levels and newer highs. But before getting there, the first resistance level that needs to be broken through, which is the highest point after this dip, hitting the lowest point of the day almost twice, and then bouncing right back up and leveling off at these numbers, this resistance level is 124. That needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can work upwards to newer highs, new resistance levels, and get deeper into bullish territory. I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. 124 needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can continue this upward momentum and pull further away from the 50-day moving average, deeper into bullish territory. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned to the end because I have a new ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is part of the energy sector as well. I know we've talked previously about others like fuel cell, we've talked about CLNE and others on the list. And this one is Canadian based. Now, a lot of analysis ratings are pointing this one upwards. So let's go ahead and look at the chart, and the ticker symbol is AQN. I don't know if you guys have heard about it or know anything about it, but it's Canadian based, and you could see in the chart since that big fall, right, last year in February leading into March, right, it went ahead and dropped from highs here of about $16, almost $17, to about $9 and some change. And here we are now at $17.51. Now, throughout the year, it's taken time to work its way up. The ups and downs, right, the volatility of the market does exist, and it's always going to be there. That's unavoidable. But through the ups and downs, it keeps on hitting newer highs. Now, something else that really attracts me to this stock is how their revenue and profit has been growing since 2017, 2018, 2019, and I could see 2020 being even better, right? Overall, and you could see it here. They had only one bad quarter, and I can also see 2021, 2022, and moving forward having this exponential growth here on the chart and also in the revenue. Another thing too that I find attractive about this is its dividend. Now, dividend isn't always something to, go ahead and say, hey, I like this stock because of dividend, because sometimes dividend can try to make you come on in and join on in on the stock. But what good is a dividend if the stock is going downwards or having a downward spiral? But when we look at this chart over the whole course of the year, this has been pushing upwards, right? It's had its consolidation periods, its ups and downs, but it keeps on hitting new highs. Now, market cap is also another thing that's very interesting to me, how small it is. And one of the Forbes contributors, so if you can find that article, his name is Roger Conrad, said back in December that this is the future next era energy. So if you're familiar with next era energy, you can think about their chart, their revenue, and their growth. This is said to almost be comparable the future next era energy of Canada. Very interesting stuff. So I really want every single investor and viewer to do more due diligence and research. And once again, it's a Forbes contributor. His name is Roger Conrad. If anybody can find that article and list it down below, I would really appreciate it. I didn't have time to go ahead and pull it up and go ahead and add it to the video so you guys can see it and we can read over it, because I want to go ahead and get jumped into these charts. But I just want every single investor and viewer to be aware. AQN is definitely one you want to add to your watch list and keep on your radar moving forward. And this is said to be next era energy in Canada. That's a big, bold statement. And if you know next era energy, they're the top dogs right now, one of them actually, and they did a split. So they went almost all the way up to $300, and they're probably after the split way beyond that with so much more room to grow, right? Right now at the split, I don't know exactly what they're at, so let's take a look at it. But if you go ahead and see next era energy's chart, it's going to be pretty amazing to think that this is being actually compared to next era energy. So when they did the split, it was a 4-to-1. So if you multiply 84 by 4, we're talking about almost $330, almost $40 per share right now. It's what it's valued. So if you look at it, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be the same exact size and we're going to get the same type of returns and it's going to be the same market cap, but there's so much room here just based off the chart. And when you look at this chart over the course of time, it's just been moving upwards. And when we go all the way back to the past, same thing. Look at that. Look at that trail. Look at that trail. It's just been pushing upwards. Now, it seems to be a very slow mover, but that's fine. That's fine. It gives you time to get on in on more and go ahead and load up for the next ride. So I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts and feedback on this one. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.